Good morning. This is News Headlines live from Wisdom Yard Television. I am Odunwayo Adelere. Here are the news headlines. Alaafin designate declares 22-day curfew. National grid restored after hours of system outage. Now the news in details. The Alaafin of Oyo designate, Hakeem Owade, has declared a curfew in Oyo town from 10 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. for the next 22 days. The curfew comes as Owade on Friday began traditional rites leading to his coronation on April 5. After spending about 7 weeks in Canada, Owade arrived in Oyo on Thursday to begin preparation for his coronation rite. The Alaafin designate started the process on Friday night by performing certain enthronement rites at the Baba Iyaji residence where he would sleep. He then moved to Ono-Ishokun, Ilemole and Bara before proceeding to Koso Chamber accompanied by his chiefs and priests. As contained in a statement by Chief of Staff of the Alaafin designate Rotimi Oshuntola, movements were restricted during the period of the curfew, adding that anyone who contravened the order would be arrested and detained till 7 a.m. of the following day. The statement reads, "The Office of the Chief of Staff of His Imperial Majesty Abimbola Hakeem Owade I, the Alaafin of Oyo Kingdom hereby announces the commencement of Oro Ikpebi, the mandatory rites for His Imperial Majesty before the ascension to the revered throne of the Alaafin. The rites commence from Friday, 7th March to Saturday, 29th March 2025. Throughout the period, curfew shall be imposed as it is customary from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily throughout Oyo Township. This means movements are not allowed during the period of the curfew, and anyone who contravenes this order shall be arrested and detained till 7 a.m. of the following day after his or her arrest. It is pertinent to state that Oro Ikpebi, which makes the incoming Alaafin to go into absolute seclusion, while it lasts, is circumstance for the ascending of Ikuba Bayeye and must be respected by all and sundry, the statement reads. The Eko Electricity Distribution Company has confirmed the restoration of power after a system disturbance affected the national grid on Friday. The collapse of the grid was said to have plunged some parts of the country, especially Lagos, into darkness. This came at a time when the federal government was celebrating what is called the historic rise in power generation to 6,000 megawatts. It was gathered that power generation suddenly dropped below 1,000 megawatts at 2 p.m. from about 4,000 megawatts the hours before. The peak generation for Friday was 5,284 megawatts at 5 a.m. At 4 p.m., generation was 803 megawatts, as many generation plants were yet to restore supply to the national grid. Meanwhile, in the public notice, Eko Discourse announced that the national grid has been restored. Dear valued customers, we are glad to inform you that the national grid has been restored and restoration of power supply to our feeders are progressing gradually. Thank you for your patience and understanding, Eko Discourse confirmed. Before the restoration, Ikeja Electricity said in a public notice, "Dear esteemed customer, please be informed that we experienced a system outage today, 7th March 2025 at 14 hours, affecting supply within our network. Restoration of supply is ongoing in collaboration with our critical stakeholders. Kindly bear with us." Before the news comes to an end, here are the headlines once again. Alaafin designate declares 22-day curfew. National grid restored after hours of system outage. Thank you for staying tuned. I am Odunwayo Adelere.